Oh, hey, good evening. This is different, right? Because we don't really get together in the evenings, but we are doing that today, and we're so excited because we love to have fun here on Small Biz Bites. What can I tell you? Oh, we're gonna get into some fun things this evening. We have our special guest, but before we do that, we got to cue our music. Good evening. Oh, we've had a slight hiccup there. Good evening, everybody. I am Gwendolyn G.R. Houston Jack. You are tuning into Small Biz Bites. We are live this evening, streaming to Facebook, LinkedIn, and YouTube. And if you're on YouTube, I would like to invite you to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. We have a really good time over here. Believe it, I am truly a lot of fun. What can I tell you? So before we get into our guest, we're going to come back. We want to go ahead and recognize our crowd. So I know you guys, y'all might be tired of me talking about, but my mama's here. And I thank my mother for showing up. I said it before, I'm going to say it again. My parents, unbeknownst to me until afterwards, after I was off the stage, would be in the crowd. So I'm always happy to now have my mother representing the Houston household. We also have here Dr. Tachi is in the building. We were talking about Dr. Tachi the other day. So I'm going to go ahead and put out another public service announcement. I need you guys to go on to my channel and subscribe to Indie Soup Media. You need to go ahead and get ahead of it. Big things are coming. Go ahead and get ahead of it, but subscribe to Indie Soup Media. And of course, we have my work husband, Ron Foster, as I always say, representing Brooklyn. Yes, Ron is in the building. So we're going to have some fun this evening. We have, as I add her back to the stage, I was like, what happened? Where did you go?
Hello.
So before we get into it, let me make sure that we are going to do what we always do here. As people are saying, showing up, we got Spencer. Spencer B is here as well. We love Spencer B. We love Spencer. He is here. Before I get into all the things, I'm going to start off with something simple. I need to ease you into this. Now, I'm not going to lie to anybody. Raine Love is a Virgo. Okay. And when you get Virgos together, we sometimes do some straight Virgo behavior. Okay.
Yes.
But we are not going to, I don't think we're going to go there this evening. I don't know.
We might. I think we will. We always have a Virgo moment.
Girl.
We always
We've had some Virgo moments.
Yes. We've had some Virgo moments.
So let's start with this. Let us go with this first. Okay, give us some 5 fun facts about you. Let's go there.
Okay, so I can sing, I can dance, I play volleyball, and I love powerlifting, as well as I know how to crochet.
Did I know about the crocheting?
I don't know if you did, but yeah, I used to make beanies and everything for like the homeless people. During the summertime, I would crochet, and during the winter, I would give out the beanies and gloves that I've made.
Oh, see, I took up knitting in college.
Oh, wow. Knitting is a little hard for me. I don't know why.
Knitting the 2 needles in the circle. Yeah. I mean, I couldn't get crocheting down though.
I loved it. It was a simple pattern. You just follow the pattern.
I guess if I put more time into it, I probably could.
Yeah.
But knitting, I mean, time saver, stress reliever, but the yarns.
Yes. That's atrocious.
There was a place in Brooklyn that had these hand-dyed wool yarns. Beautiful stuff. Expensive. I was like, there's no, I mean, people want gifts. You want a gift? I get something acrylic. from Joanne's Hobby
Yeah,
Lobby.
we're not going there.
I know, right? All right. So let me get into this. Would you please introduce who you are to the Small Biz Bites crowd?
All right. So I am Rain Love, a social media expert these days. I like to call myself, I'm gonna say they say a jack of all trades, but I'll call myself a Jill of all trades. But I love everything social media, photography, makeup. Me and G have worked on a few projects, so I'm absolutely involved in the creative atmosphere. And I'm just your savvy social media expert. So that's me.
Yes, God bless it. That is straight Virgo behavior.
Yes.
If that's not straight Virgo behavior, I don't know what is. And we may have time to share it at the end. But if you guys go to my photography page, my website, because it's a business, I'm not going to even front like that. But Rain Love is on. She's on the header of one of my pages because that was a badass photo. Oh, sorry, Mama. That was a great photo. So yes, she's multi-talented. We're not even going front. That is straight Virgo behavior. So I'm going to go ahead and add that in.
We're already having a Virgo moment.
We're already having a Virgo moment. Dr. Chuck says not Joanne's. First of all, Joanne's maybe not on the yarn, but she's got some other things going on in there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Looking for good fabrics, like for home furnishing projects. I'm checking out Joanne's. I'm gonna go ahead and say it. I'm gonna say Spencer says, I'm so intimidated by all of that from a woman, but I appreciate it. Never can tell when you need a woman who can open that jar. that is just so too tight.
Hey, look, powerlifting has helped me open a mini jars these days.
Oh my goodness. All right. So tell us about the Social Square and how was it created?
Okay, so the Social Square was created. I had a dream about it. It was such a vivid dream, actually. I could hear my heels clicking on the ground. I could see the sign on the wall, and I was like, God, are you telling me something? So I woke up one day and I was like, you know what? Let's just do this. So about 2 or 3 years ago, I started branding myself, actually, just as a social media influencer. So I started getting myself some brand deals, and I was like, you know what? I think I'm ready to do this for other people. And so far this year, I'm saying 2024 is when I'm actually taking that big leap. So now I actually have a client. She's a public speaker. So I think that's something that my niche is people kind of, that like to motivate others. So that's something that I love to invest my time into. Also, the beauty industry. I love helping the ladies show off their makeup, their lashes, their outfits, things like that. So the social square definitely came about off of a dream. And I feel like this is where God is leading me to head into the direction of I'm trying to see what's the right word.
I always say gifts.
But let me say purpose. My purpose.
Okay.
It is aligned with my purpose, because while I'm dealing with my clients, everyone thinks it's just about the video or what's being put on social media. But behind the scenes, I deal with so many people who lack self-confidence. So I'm also a coach in that aspect, because at that point I'm building someone's confidence up to show, hey, what you have is worth it. And I believe that everybody else should see this.
Oh man, I'm trying to stay on task. Because okay, forget it. We're doing it. Okay, so let's talk about let's just go ahead and get into that part about the self-esteem and seeing oneself. I really do want to tap on that. Before we do that though, hey, we have Cass Lou in the building. Cass Lou, and my sisters here. See the Houston fam, man. We show up and we show out. Now I don't know how we're gonna do all that here virtually, but I'm just saying, shout out to fam showing up and showing me some love this evening. I appreciate it.
Am I able to have my wine on here?
Okay, first of all, you know how we do it. Come on.
Okay.
I
had to ask.
Okay, so let me just say this, and I said this a couple days ago, but I just happened, the circles I walk in, I mean a lot of really great people, and a lot of the folks that I meet have amazing talents and amazing gifts. And for me, stories that should be told, hence this platform, right? So if there's anything that I'm not saying, if you are not a person who drinks, sometimes I have sparkling water on here. I love a good San Pellegrino. I'm not knocking that, but I also enjoy my wine as well. And today for the commercial, we have the Solid Notch out of Nashville. Oh, no. This was out of Knoxville, Tennessee area. Yes, this is not a port, but it's very much a fortified wine, similar to a port. So yes, you can enjoy yours too. Yes.
Thank you.
It's perfectly fine there. But let me get back on track. Okay. Self-esteem, and I'll put in there self-awareness and confidence. People have talked about, and I haven't read anything lately, but I do recall studies of the Facebook effect. And I'm going to kind of put it off to the side, because now it's real more like Instagram and TikTok, where people are seeing others who appear to be having this amazing life and everything is beautiful and rosy. And you're saying that there are people that you're working with who feel other than that.
Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. 9 times out of 10, the people that are behind that camera and in front of it, they are freaking out. They're like, am I doing this right? Did I say this wrong? They're overthinking their words, or they feel like, you know what, let's just scratch that idea. I don't think it's going to work. Let's go here. And it's all about, they feel like they're going to say something wrong, or maybe they don't have the right aesthetic. And I'm like, you have to start with where you're at. Everyone wants to start at 10. And sometimes you have to start at level 1. Like, you can't, you're skipping steps. So, so I try to teach people, hey, stop looking for instant gratification and realize that you have to rely on, what you're doing and what you're giving, and it has value, and you have to wait for other people to be able to digest what you're giving.
God bless. That's a major one. I've often been said that you have to be your biggest cheerleader. If there's anyone who's going to shout you out and reshare your content and post your stories and do all the things, that should be you first. Yeah. Because if you don't even support what you're doing, how is someone else supposed to do that?
I would say most people, especially in social media, behind the scenes, they're looking for that outer support because they don't have it within themselves, which is where they tend to fall, which is why I, on my end, as the social media manager, I have to kind of do that building up of that self-confidence of knowing, that they're delivering what people need. I try to make our content strategies off of what is a problem that you can solve. And how can you be that answer that people are like, you know what? I know that they're going to give me what I need.
Oh, gosh. Now we talking business, girl. Let me say this too before I go too far into it. If there are any questions, you can always, of course, add a Q in front of your comment. But we're going to be going through all the comments anyway. So I just want to make sure that that the crowd is aware of that they are aware of that. Dr. Tachi said hello to Cass. Of course, she's part of the RLP family. She also says that TikTok and Instagram are saying to Facebook, ain't nobody coming to see you.
Okay. Now that I can say that. Look, you have different crowds these days. Now, I will tell you,
it's different. It is different.
It's different.
Before I go to the next question here that I have on the screen, I do want to take another step to the side. How should people determine what is best for them? Because there was a time, and I'm dating myself, when all the things were new. And everybody was like, you should be on here, and you should be on there, and you should be on there. How should someone determine what's the best social platform for their message?
So it depends on if you're selling something, if you are giving something, or if you're wanting something. So some people want you to watch them, which is putting you on a platform like TikTok or let's say Instagram. If you are selling something, yes, you can do it on TikTok and Instagram, but most people, crazy enough, they forget about Snapchat. So Snapchat is also, yes, Snapchat is also a part of the game, and Snapchat has a lot of buying power. So people forget about that one. If you're looking to have somebody see you or you're wanting your business to get out there, LinkedIn might be a little bit, better for you. If you're looking to be more of a trendy kind of fast news person, Twitter would be where you're going, or as they call it, X now. They call it X now. But it's all about what you're delivering, and with that, multiple platforms could be what you're using, but most of the time people want to start off with everything, but
Yeah.
they need to stick to one thing until they get that one down. Because everybody's like, oh no, social media is like the magic pair of pants that you can put on and it always fits when you go, when you lose weight, gain weight. No, social media is different strokes. There's different audiences on there, and everybody thinks that they can just do the same thing on each platform, and it doesn't work like that.
Doesn't work like that. I
No.
immediately thought of The Color Purple and Harpo. Them britches. Now, Harpo, how you got them britches? Everybody was wearing them britches that Miss Seeley made, and it just
Yep.
on everybody. I don't know why I went to that place, but that's where I went. God bless us. All right, so let's talk about this, because I did read an article last year.
Mm-hmm.
And the number one job that a lot of younger persons want to have is to be an influencer. That's
Yep.
the job they want. So I'm looking at this from, what advice do you have for those who want to enter into a social marketing arena, or even want to look at being an influencer, because as you say, you are an influencer yourself.
So the best thing that I could say would be they have to sit down and figure out who they are. Because a lot of people, they get on social media and they have this misperception, but if they don't know who they are or what they're giving, they may go viral for one video, and if it's not them, they're not going to keep up the video. If it's from an influencer standpoint. Now, if it's from getting into marketing and actually wanting to be a social media manager, a social media strategist, with that, I would say you need to, if YouTube University is your best friend, I will put that out there. Look up my favorite person that has taught me so much over the past 2 years is Latasha James, and I will shout her out to the heavens because she has taught me a lot, even just about pitching yourself. So to businesses and how to get clients. So with that, I would say educate yourself, learn the terminology, because there are a lot of acronyms in social media marketing. And if you don't know it, you'll be lost in the sauce. So I would definitely say influencer side, have a strategy, figure out who you are, what you want to deliver to the people. Social media marketing side, of getting your feet in the door, definitely educate yourself on just how to market and build those content strategies.
Now, do you have any particular advice that you can share freely? So I want to make sure I say that.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of noise, like a lot of noise in the realm of social media. I mean, like a lot of noise. How do you help your clients get above all of that?
SEO. So getting into the search engine is your best friend right now, because social media is transitioning into a video form of Google. So that's where people have to shift their mindsets now. Social media is no longer just fun. It is actually turning into something where people go to learn. They go to, to get information. They go to get ideas. That's how you have to see it. So how do I get myself into the search engine? Because that puts you above the noise. You're no longer just a trend. You're important at that point.
I have something about getting above the noise. I do have something about getting above the noise, but we got a lot of smiley faces and LOLs going on over here in the comments. Let's bring up some of these deals. So yes, I'm talking about them britches, as they said in The Color Purple, them britches.
Heard that.
That everybody, Celia, and like Harpo had on some britches, and I can't think of his name. What was his character's name, y'all? I can't think of her husband's name. What was his name? He had on the britches, and they were all wearing the same pair of pants.
Everybody had the same pair of pants. The magic pants.
Is it possible? I don't know if it's possible. Spencer says, but that powerlifting thing, no.
Hey, I just, that's just something I like to do. It's working out is definitely top tier.
God bless it. Cass Lou says, great tips and options. True providing value and knowing value we bring. It's a very good point. It's an extremely good point. Depending on what you are trying to do and what your message is, that's going to determine, as you said before, what platform to use.
Correct.
And getting that SEO strategy in place as well, because there's a lot. And I do agree. YouTube is a major search engine. Mm-hmm. As in, when I read ago, so is TikTok.
TikTok and YouTube top tier. Instagram, not so much. They're trying to transition into it more this year in 2024. But TikTok is the major search engine for sure. Even down to keyword research and everything. There's a way to get yourself into the algorithm and make sure that your videos are pushed.
Yeah, because I remember a friend of mine saying that when she looks for things, she just goes to TikTok and searches for it.
Yeah, it's Google. Right? It's the new Google.
Yeah. Whereas RJ, our guest from before, she's like, I just go to ChatGPT and question. I don't even go to Google anymore. So we know there are these multiple search engines or resources that are now available. And the idea is, how can I get myself in as many places, but the right places, as you also mentioned that, depending on what you're doing. And I'm gonna go ahead and say it. I have never used Snapchat.
You want to know what's funny, G? I actually work for Snapchat. I work for Snapchat as an account manager. I handle all the big businesses ads on Snapchat platform. So it's definitely meant for the 13 through like 30 crowd.
Yeah. So can we so let me go ahead and talk on that real quick. So I had an opportunity to go down to Afrotech and take behind the scene footage for a fellow photographer, and Snapchat was one of the persons that she sort of subcontracted a photographer for. And so I'm in this space, beautiful space that they rented out for their event, but I can definitely see from what they were discussing, I'm like, I'm not even seeing myself in this place. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's like, okay, now let me make sure I'm clear. I may not have seen myself in this place, but sister was still rocking all of her.
You said, like, I'm still in it.
So that was there. They're like, and how old are you, girl? You don't want to know how old I am. Like, but I could see that I could see who their target market was.
Yeah.
Okay, because I have never even thought about it. When they came on the scene, I was like, okay, but I'm also that person that I don't need to be on every single platform, because every single platform
is not meant for everyone. It's not the magic pair of pants, and people who want to sell on Snapchat, they're doing things differently, or they're marketing things differently. I've worked with certain clients that are looking for people to sign up for jobs, but they target certain age groups because it's 20, like you can put it to where you filter 21 and 30 only, or 18 to 30.
So is that like playing video games? I'm just asking.
I'm sorry, what was that? He said, are they playing video games?
I'm just asking. Not that we don't play them either. Like we play games in this household. So I'm just curious.
No, it's when I say a mix of everything. We have clients down to clothes, to education, prime energy, even, like we got all types of people. It's interesting. It's an interesting platform.
Man, I was like, so we're doing an age thing now? Oh, okay, sure. That's interesting. That's interesting.
Never did Snapchat.
Cass says she's never did Snapchat as well. I don't know if Dr. Tachi said she used to love. Okay, well, if I may ask, Dr. Tachi, if you want to share what changed. Like I said, I have never used it. There have been a lot of
definitely a platform for friends, for sure. Like people share. The reason it works so well as far as selling is because they, let's say I see a dress and then I'm like, I'm going to share this to my friend and I'm sharing it to everybody.
Okay.
Why are you smiling like that, G?
I'm just, I'm trying to. Okay.
So yeah, it works. It works. I promise you, it works. Snapchat. Most people don't think about it. They forget about it.
The people who were at that Afrotech party were their top users and top influencers.
Mm-hmm.
Not mistaken. So I know that they definitely have people who are like, no, this is, and I was just fascinated. I was like, well, this is very interesting because it's not where I thrive. It's never even appealed to me, but now Twitter, when Twitter first came out, when Twitter was the blue bird that could open the skies and make you want to do things, it was the place to be. And then I don't even want to know what it is now because I don't.
Nowadays I do not specialize in Twitter, aka X. I do not specialize in that. That is not somewhere that I want to specialize in. TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, and Snapchat are my core platforms.
Yeah.
That's where I'm at.
Spencer, are you sure his name was Mr.? I thought it was his son. What was his son's name? I don't remember his name. I don't remember his. So we talking like lifting 50 pounds, probably or hundreds of pounds with power.
Okay, Spencer is very interested in my powerlifting journey. I will let you know I can bench press about 75 pounds. If that answers your question.
Lord bless. He said, okay, so Dr. Saji says, for some reason, I just got tired of it, but I still go in periodically. Okay.
Okay.
And I do believe we have found that there are a lot of people who, I guess you can say fall out of love with a particular platform. Like I said, Twitter was the bomb, and then it just took this shift. And I was like, yeah, I think I'm going to have to go. I'm
going another route. Yeah, they started targeting a completely different crowd. So now it's definitely not the same. But I will say that social media now, I've heard, and I've, just doing research and listening to different podcasts from other social media experts, they are saying that people are getting fatigued from looking at social media a lot, especially since there are a lot of ads now. It's no longer a fun platform. They're turning it into selling.
Business.
Yes.
All day. I will say that we were attending my daughter's baby shower this past weekend. I didn't take not one picture on my phone because y'all know it's a baby shower, right? The other grands were there. We gonna take some pictures, but just not on our phone. So let's make sure we're clear. But I didn't have anything on my phone, and I didn't even, in terms of like social media. Most of my content is pre-scheduled. I just don't want to be that involved. No, that's not right. It's a job. It's what it is. It becomes a job. We do the job. I leave the job there. And so the few times, the only platform that I am truly live on is Threads.
Oh, okay. That is interesting. A lot of people I've heard mixed reviews on Threads.
Well, let me tell you why. Real quick, I'll go ahead and put it out there. The reason why I believe a lot of folks have a mixed deal with Threads is that in my opinion, there are a number of folks who you mentioned who were looking for a crowd, cheerleaders, people to satisfy something that's amiss in their own space, right? I'm a soapbox person. When Twitter came out, I could get all of my thoughts together in 140 characters. I had no issues. Zero issues getting it out because it was like, put out the soapbox, pop, put the soapbox away. So when Threads came on the scene, I was like, this is perfect. A new soapbox without all the foolishness. But, humans are what they are, so it'll probably get there eventually. A new soapbox. So there were people who were like, I don't even understand how this works. Like, does anybody ever reply back to you? Because it's not about you just put your
Yeah,
thoughts
you
out
put
there.
your thoughts out
Somebody
there.
wants to jump onto a conversation, then you can create a thread. Otherwise, just keep throwing your little and be done. But there are people who were looking for, and it's already happened.
Yeah.
They have the small girl account. Why don't we all follow each other? See, I don't have time for that.
Yes. And I just saw one the other day.
I
Somebody
don't
was
have
like,
time.
only all the gym girlies, please join my threads. And I'm like, why are we not just having it be an open conversation? What happened
Or
to just the open conversation?
yeah, focus on some real, true, genuine interactions.
Yes, but everybody wants to be a part of a trend, or they want to
Yes.
be a part of a specific clique. Like,
Yeah.
and it makes it difficult to build that genuine connection on social media now.
Yeah.
That's why I said a lot of people now they're getting that fatigue. And honestly, even on TikTok, we're shifting more so on TikTok. We were doing the, short, cute little dance videos and things. TikTok has been pushing the 1 minute, 2 minute, 3 minute
I got a
videos.
note about that. They're like,
Yeah.
hey, won't you try
Hey,
some
we
longer
need you.
content? I was
We
like,
need you to, because people are now looking for, a lot of people are either at home or they spend most of their time on their cellular devices. So
yeah,
we, the people that are on here and creating content, we are their friends. Like they're not getting outside, they're not doing things. So they're wanting to sit there and listen to somebody talk and have that interaction and give their opinion. They're wanting that now versus the short little choppy videos that are trendy, but they're like,
yeah,
no, where's the human interaction? Where's the story? What's going on here?
I tell you where it is. It's not on that phone.
Yes, not on that phone. But social media has definitely it has its good side and it definitely has its bad.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I will say as an earth sign, I need to be outside. I need to be outside
Gee,
with something.
have you been struggling because the past 5 days the sun has not been outside?
Girl,
I've been struggling.
it becomes I was talking to Gary because I was like, I normally go for a walk, but it's gray and rainy. It's like, could I put on a rain jacket? Yeah, I could, and I could probably stomp in the water, and it's nostalgic, but I just don't. It's just
I need the
work
sun.
and I have to deal with that. It's like I don't want to. I just need a little bit more of something. So
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah.
If it wasn't so cool that I'm just, I'd be on the patio still covered, drinking something. But even during the hot summer, when it's like, what, 128?
Yes.
I had a little glass of something that was iced down. I had my book, my hammock, and a fan.
Yeah. But it's just
I'm
being outside the sun. Yes. I was just telling my coworkers that I was like, I do not thrive in this gloomy weather. I need some sun. Look, activate this melanin.
Activate. Wonder Twin power.
No, come on. I need it.
Oh, Lord. Spencer B says, like, if I was trapped under my car, could you lift it enough that I might be able to slip out?
Depends on the car.
Dr. Tachi says X is rubbish. A complete waste of code, in my opinion.
A waste of my code.
I mean, it was such it was a beautiful product, and I was in New York at the time, and I knew from Thursday until Sunday what I was doing. Thursday night was museum hopping night, like gallery night. And you would just get out and you would talk to your crew, like, where are y'all at? We'd be like, oh, we're over here. We would meet up, as they say, IRL, in real life. It was so amazing. And then it just
transition.
Well, we know.
Yep.
We know what happened with that. Harpo was the son's name. Harpo, was it Harpo? Oh, yeah.
We're still going back and forth.
Harpo and Seeley. Ooh, Gwendolyn. Thank you, Spencer. I appreciate that. Yeah. He was like, get your stuff together, ma'am. Cass Lou says, any insight on Twitch? Ooh.
Okay, Twitch.
Variation even for music, arts, and gaming. All right, let's answer that. You got any intel?
No intel on Twitch. Unfortunately, I know that's out of my scope of expertise. But what I will say, like I said, YouTube University is definitely going to be your favorite thing, as well as TikTok. As far as Twitch, I have seen a few people on there talk about how to get your feet in the door when it comes down to those platforms. I know I've mostly seen Twitch used for gaming for sure. So if that's something that you like, you probably have to go down that avenue.
Gaming. I was talking to someone about growing my YouTube channel. I said if I was the gamer, if I did a whole thing of bikini pics, I'd probably have like 1 million followers, but whatever.
Yep.
But whatever. That's not what I do. And I'm not even concerned about that because it's not about followers for me. And so are we doing the powerlifting with the nails and everything? Or is this like Hulk Hogan type lifting? Because with the nails and stuff,
okay. It's definitely with nails. I'm not Hulk Hogan. Not at all. Not at all.
Oh my God. I mean, we clearly there is a lot. And yes, get your vitamin D. We do.
Yes.
The spring can't come fast enough. Now, from my understanding, it's supposed to get, I thought it was going to be like in the 60s, but I got a whole bunch of rain over here.
Yes, it's raining. It's raining a lot.
I was like, what is this? I don't mind the rain. But I
mind the rain.
I like the sun better. Just saying. That's where I am. Okay, so he says, well, I'm good. So I'm going to just sit over here and shut up. But that's big. Lord bless.
Thank you, sister.
Thank you, sister. Oh, Twitch. Oh, okay.
Okay. Yes. So I have seen DJs on Twitch as well, and on TikTok. They do very well on TikTok as well for DJs. When they make their own playlist on there, they do great.
Huh. Thank you, Dr. Tachi. See, she's always on the up and up. Thank you, Dr. Tachi, for sharing that, because I was like, I'm not, I've heard of Twitch. I want to say I may have watched one person, a DJ, and that's about it.
I've watched a lot of gaming. That's been the main thing I've watched on Twitch, for sure.
I need to get me a gaming channel on YouTube and get sponsored, clearly.
Yeah, do it.
Much. I only play like a game or two. I'm not really that great at it, but that might be entertainment.
Yes. And look, if you have your voice in the commentary just talking about how much you're frustrated, they're going to go crazy. They're going to go crazy.
All right, so tell me this. What fun projects are you working on?
Okay, so I am currently actually rebranding the Social Square. So that is something that I am working on right now, as well as I just signed a client yesterday who actually, thank you. She actually, she named the business Midnight Reads. She loves reading. So she was like, you know what? Let me just brand off of reading. So she has books. We're going to make her some content and actually, start up a book club for her so people can join. And she's really excited about this. So I'm excited for her. We're going to see how her journey starts and how we can basically get TikTok to love reading just as much as she does. So that'll be a challenge for me. I've never done that.
You know what? There are so many avenues that we have not even explored yet.
Yeah.
And I will say this, and we can just go back to the thing about people feeling fatigued. I have read articles about how social media is moving away from the current toxic environment.
Yeah.
Because for some people, it really has become toxic. I know I shared a beach video and celebrating my henna. Shout out to Dominica, the henna banger in Houston, because she is so good at what she does. And there were comments about my henna. Somebody tried to come for me. Now, please, really, seriously. And of course, Gwendolyn, being the Virgo that she is, I invite the foolishness because I'm gonna open the library. Oh yeah, I'm gonna open it up. But we know that there are people who are just miserable and they have nothing else to do but be those keyboard bullies.
Yep.
They really wouldn't do it in
they've been here since the beginning of time.
But there was in this article that people, as you say, they're really looking for human connection and looking for communities. And we were discussing on Ron Foster's Touch Base Daily about the importance of community. When you're working with your clients, is that one of the strategies somewhere on the list, depending on where they are in their plan? that they work on creating community for their followers?
That is actually one of the second points, because outside of knowing their niche, we need to know what type of community they're going to build, because without the community, they will never thrive.
Mm.
They can't go anywhere far on any platform without having a community that truly values who they are and what they bring. They won't go far at all. So that's the point number 2. Actually, it's the second most important thing outside of knowing what they're bringing to the table.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because people have to value it. I mean,
oh yeah.
Well, you can do a lot of stuff, but if the person that you're attempting to reach doesn't value it, then it's gonna
tank. It's not gonna go anywhere.
Yeah.
You know, a message that's meant for an 18-year-old is not going to hit the same for somebody that's 45. You know, it's you're not going to get the same reaction, you know? So you have to know who you're talking to on these platforms. You wouldn't go to college talking to college, graduates like they're kindergartners. They're going to be like, who are you? Who are you? Why are you talking to me like this? I'm sorry. Did you go to the wrong school?
It's like, wait a minute. Wait, what?
You might have missed the elementary school down the street. So yeah, those are the types of things that have to be talked about, because if they don't build a community and have a strategy for their brand and who they want to be a part of it, because the trend now also is being a part of something that feels exclusive. If people feel like they're representing something, like when you buy certain brands, you're like, I represent this brand and I love this brand, and I want everyone else to join the bandwagon with me. You have to create that feel.
Okay, so let me tell you why I'm laughing. I was having a discussion about value with someone else, a gentleman who was trying to sell me something. Mm-hmm. That's a whole nother story.
Okay.
I was discussing that for those of you who know, Louis XIII, right? It's this amazing liquor that I have never tried. It's on my aspiration list. I want to buy a bottle. I think last time I looked, it was like $7,000.
Oh wow!
But and I don't even drink cognac like that. Like this, it's not where I thrive. It's not. But let me tell you why I want the bottle. Because like it has an NFC chip on the inside, because they only make so many bottles.
Oh.
And you get a concierge when you buy the bottle, and you're inducted into this exclusive society.
Oh wow!
And I was like, for that alone, I need to, in so many words, waste about $8,000.
Yeah,
it's on the list. Trust me, it's on the list, people. You're like, Gwendolyn, Renee. Yes, I know, but. When we say exclusivity, we mean that.
I want to be a part of it. I want to be a part of something.
We'll take it back. They only make so many bottles. When I went looking, they were out.
Oh.
So now it's a limited edition, and I was like, and now I want it even more because I can't get it.
You're like, hey, where's my $8,000? I need this bottle right now.
The things that we want that we don't even, it's like I don't even drink like that.
But hey, you said you want to be a part. You want to be a part of the club.
I want to be a part of the club, and I am not their target audience. I had mentioned on another podcast that even though you can afford to buy something, it doesn't make you that person's customer. Can we just make sure that we're clear on that?
Yeah.
So if you're out there leasing a Maserati, I want you to know, let me not do it. Let me not do it. It's just gonna go on. I'm gonna keep going. Spencer says, I gave up on social media after G+. Google Plus was the best. For those of you who know it, I loved Google Plus. That's how I met Spencer. Because he thought he knew some stuff about Prince. He thought he knew things about Prince and he tried to check me one time.
Oh, well, you don't check G about Prince. No, not at all. Not at all.
Thank you.
He has a whole shrine area.
He tried it. He did. And after that, we became amazing friends. But he tried it.
I love it.
But he's
I wish you luck on your journey.
Groups.
I wish you luck on your journey, Spencer. I wish you luck.
The nails and everything. Cut it out. Oh my God. He said, you did me right and wrong with that powerlifting. I forgot that we were talking about, but I'm good. And I
It
was
was
my goodness. Goodness. But Google Plus, now Google Plus, first of all, Google just kills, hey sis kills. Google cancels software activities and communities just because I think they can. But it was a different way. It was very much like a Threads where you can really have a conversation with people and talk to people. Like I had some of the best conversations on G Plus. The best. I don't, Google does what Google does. They start something. They're like, okay, we're done with it. Kind of like that folding phone.
Oh,
okay, let me.
It's like water. Yes.
Ooh. Have y'all seen that phone assistant? Have you seen it? Because it went MIA.
Oh yeah, out of there. But Google, they have the platform to just do what they want to do at this point. They're well established. They can get away with that. They can go and try to create a Google car and then we never see it.
I mean, I appreciate them coming into the foldable arena. Clearly, they weren't ready.
No, they were not.
I mean, okay, let me do this. G and Prince is like water and the beach. Yes. It is. You're doing right. It is like water and the beach. Google Plus was great, but like everything, it got the boot. I know that was they had something so special.
Yeah,
I just don't understand why Google does stuff and then just says, we're done with it. We're over it.
I can see it, just looking on the outside looking in, I can see why, because a lot of people probably weren't utilizing it correctly as far as the real conversations. Like you probably had a great experience on there, but a lot of people now, they don't know how to have those real conversations. So the platform, they probably went to the wayside.
I mean, I'm not even positive if a number of persons of any age understand how to truly hold a conversation.
Yeah.
I'm not really sure. The people that I talk with and sort of vibe with, obviously we are talking, so that's one thing. But I don't know. But I do remember the one person I chatted with often on G Plus was Guy Kawasaki. I mean, he was an open book, and it just pains me that Google does what Google does. But like I said, I guess we'll see them in that folding phone in another couple of years and they figure that out. I guess they'll do that. Tell me this, the future for you and the social square, what does that look like? That
honestly looks like I want to actually have my own building. The dream is I love recording podcasts. I want to have a podcast room in the building. I want to have a photography room in the building. I want to have a place to record videos, as well as a place to congregate strategies and ideas, because I don't feel like a lot of people have just a creative space to be free and say, you know what, I'm just throwing it out on the wall. Doesn't matter if it sounds crazy. I want it to be out there. I want to create a space for creative freedom. So that's in the future for the social square. I want it to be a place where artists, people who love creativity and to love to express themselves in front of and behind of the camera to come. Because guess what? Just like us Virgos, me and you both love being in front of and behind the camera.
You know we be doing that. You know we be doing that. I mean, people are like,
it's like I'm the model and the photographer.
No, right? I know. People are like, I'm a photographer, but I don't like taking pictures. What?
Girl, what?
Get the right angle. Get the right.
Please, because all angles are my angle. Okay.
Mariah, people got mad at Mariah in the way she felt about the angle and the lighting. Sister knew.
Yes,
she knows, and I second all of that.
I love it.
People are like, can I take a picture? Can I see it first? Because I need to make sure. Like,
yeah, please. Come on now.
I need to make sure things are right. Because everybody doesn't have it like that. I'm just gonna say, like,
okay. Let me review.
Make sure. What is? Hey, put some respect for my Prince game, and now you're powerlifting. Yes. So Spencer has. I have given Spencer all of his respect.
Okay.
It is documented on YouTube.
Okay.
It is documented. So he does, but he tried to check me. And what you don't do with Virgo,
you don't check.
You don't try. Like, I just don't understand why people would even attempt to do these things.
Yeah, if I don't send for you, don't come for me.
Don't. People,
I love it.
Folks be trying, and I'm saying folks be trying. Don't do it.
Okay.
Don't.
But they don't succeed, especially not with a Virgo. We won't let it slide. They don't succeed. When they try, we just go sit down. Take several seats.
Take a stadium of seats.
Please. Thank you. Fill the whole arena. Okay.
So I want to do a quick pivot before we get this conversation wrapped up here. I do want to say, like, we have a great time here on Small Biz Bites. So if you have not liked, shared, well, when this video finally posts, but subscribe to the GRH Jack channel, I highly suggest you do so. And I will tell you this, we have coming on the stage next week, Amparo, photography by Amparo. She's going to be here to talk about how it's not too late to pursue your passion. It's never too late. It's just, there's so much time unless you waste it, right? Yeah. Like, don't waste your time. And even better, because I like when people get into how we operate as a business. We have Aisala of Bicurian. She's going to talk about building a business in a way that does not exploit you, others, and the planet. The library is about to open, y'all.
Okay.
It's about to open. I just want to make sure that you guys are aware of that, and that if you want to make sure you don't miss out on those shows, make sure you hit the notify me, because you want to be here for that. All right, so let us wrap this puppy up, because we are, oh my God. Okay, we did talk about Spencer and his deal. And yes, you know, Cass Lou, Cassandra, if I may, Cass, thank you. Thank you so much. Hey, Raine Love, do you have any parting thoughts for our viewers?
I would say, if you're pursuing social media, it is an uphill battle because it is constantly changing. But remember that change is good and that adaptability is great.
Oh, look at you. Oh, Miss America, Miss World, whatever answer.
Yes.
Just want world peace for everybody.
Please and thank you.
And I just want everyone to be happy when they're.
Dude, that is me. I want everyone to be happy. Just don't ruin my happiness while you're trying to be happy, okay? Very much so, Virgo.
Oh my God. Okay, so I want to thank Raine Love of the Social Square for coming on Small Biz Bites this evening. I want to thank everybody in the audience who tuned in and shared with us their thoughts and their questions. We appreciate that. And it's Friday.
Yes.
I want you guys to be safe. Be safe out there. Be safe. Be safe out there. Oh, I don't even know why I'm bothered. I'm about to try this powerlifting thing. So, oh my God. And these are the people who keep me fresh and young, because I can't help but laugh.
If he finds me on social media,
we need to get Spencer on this stage.
Yes,
share some of his technology genius with us. Thank you, Mr. Foster, for all of the claps. We appreciate it. We appreciate you guys being here. I do want to wish you all to be safe. If you can get out and the sun is out, enjoy the sun. If it's raining, put on your raincoat and your boots and go kick around like the old ducks do. You know what I'm saying? I mean, remember when you were kids? And okay, never mind. All right, we'll see you guys. Thank you for watching another episode of Small Biz Bites with Gwendolyn R. Houston Jack, where we chat with other creatives and small business owners about their journey. And we also invite you to like, share, and subscribe to the GR Houston Jack YouTube channel, where you can get the latest and greatest.